Hey, if you happen to be in a hurry all the time, you need to stay tuned into this episode where you can learn how to hustle without the hassle and thrive in a 24/7 world. Joining me today for our new series, Resilience at Work, is my special guest who's a career life coach and an amazing author who wrote Resilience at Work, SimonTBailey. Welcome.
Hello, so good to be with you, my friend.
Same. And Simon, I'm so guilty. I'm like the parent who is always telling my child, let's go, let's go. I swear to God, I gave her anxiety. What do you think that does to people's well-being?
Well, in our latest research, The State of Work in America, we discovered that 56% of working Americans are living life in a hurry, and they really don't have time to slow down. And so we're going from the next thing to the next thing. Further research, in fact, released from Brussels Times, says that people touch their devices over 2,600 times a day. So what that does in our well-being is we're always in constant motion, and we never take time to just be in the moment. So in other words, we're human doing instead of a human being.
I love that. So what do you think are the big time wasters? You just mentioned touching our devices, but are there any other time wasters that drain us on a daily basis?
Well, certainly in a business and professional setting, there are a lot of meetings that happen either virtually or in person, and we feel a need that we've got to be there. Obviously, it might tie to our economic empowerment. So I think we really have to kind of ask ourselves, is this the highest and best use of my time? And really have to judge when and where you show up. When you do show up at that meeting, ask yourself, how do I make a contribution and get the most out of the meeting?
Good advice. What would you suggest are the best strategies for effective time management?
Well, the first thing is for those who are list people, I would invite you to limit your list to no more than 5 things. Because when you get over 5 and have a list of 10 things, psychologically you already start to shut down and you move into a state of overwhelm because something's going to happen during the day and you're not going to get to all 10. The reason you start with 5 is because at the very beginning of the day, you can knock out 3. And then by the end of the day, you can knock out the other 2. And then if you do, that's a win for the day. And then say, okay, what is it that I need to accomplish the next day?
I like that because I'm one of those list people too, and overwhelmed. Sometimes I don't even want to look at it. So I loved at the beginning where you talked about people are so busy, they're not being a human being. I like that concept because it brings me back to the whole concept of present moment. As a life coach, what would be your biggest recommendation for somebody out there about being present?
First of all, number one, wherever you are, be there in the moment. Allow people who enter into your space virtually or in person feel as if they are the most important person in that conversation. And guess what? People can tell. The second thing to think about is this a 5-star activity or is it just busy? Is this an activity that causes you to spiral up, 5-star, or to spiral down, 1-star?
Now, I've gotten to a place in my life, if somebody's not present, I walk away and say, hey, I see you're busy. Let's talk when you're free.
That's so powerful.
Where can people find your brilliant information and learn more?
Oh, they can go to SimonTBailey.com. Everything's there.
And where can people find Resilience at Work, your book?
Yeah, they can find it at SimonTBailey.com and certainly wherever books are sold, Amazon.com as well.
Excellent. What can we look forward to in the next segment?
Strategies for dealing with anxiety. Everybody's on edge. And how do we really begin to help people be in the moment and not stress out, freak out, go south, go postal, just relax.
I hear you. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us, Mr. SimonTBailey. It's always a pleasure, and I look forward to your next segment. If you like this episode and you want more, please subscribe. Please rate it and share it with your friends and family. We'd appreciate that. Thank you for joining us today.